Sweat, effort, and gym memberships might become things of the past. Why? Because scientists are on the verge of inventing the ultimate couch potato dream pill. In today's video, we dive into the groundbreaking research behind an exercise pill that could revolutionize how we think about fitness. From the labs to your medicine cabinet, we'll explore how this pill mimics the effects of exercising, the science behind it, and when we might see it on the market. Stick around to uncover the potential benefits and the ethical debates surrounding this innovative solution. You won't want to miss the impact it could have on our health and society. The science behind the pill. The journey into the science of an exercise-mimicking pill begins with an intriguing fact: the ability to simulate the physiological benefits of exercise through a simple, ingestible form. This pill targets the biochemical pathways activated by physical exertion, aiming to replicate the outcomes such as improved cardiovascular health, muscle growth, and fat reduction without the physical activity traditionally required. The innovation hinges on a detailed understanding of these pathways, a task that presents both a remarkable opportunity and a formidable challenge for the scientific community. Researchers, led by a dedicated team of scientists from renowned institutions, have embarked on this ambitious project with a clear strategy. Their approach involves isolating and synthesizing compounds that can trigger the same molecular responses in the body as physical exercise. These compounds, once identified, hold the promise of being developed into a form that can be administered easily and safely to humans. The pioneering study, published in the Journal of Science and Medicine, outlines the discovery of several key molecules that mimic the effects of endurance training on the body's metabolism and muscle composition. However, the path to replicating the comprehensive benefits of physical exercise in a pill form is fraught with complexity. Physical activity impacts the human body in multifaceted ways, not only improving physical fitness, but also enhancing mental health, strengthening immune response, and reducing the risk of numerous chronic diseases. Capturing this broad spectrum of benefits in a single pill presents a significant scientific hurdle. Researchers are tasked with not only identifying compounds that can simulate these effects, but also ensuring that these compounds can be safely integrated into the body's natural processes without adverse side effects. From concept to reality, the conception of an exercise pill is not new, but realizing it into a tangible reality has been a long-standing challenge. Initially theorized decades ago, the idea rested on the premise that if scientists could decode the molecular essence of physical exercise, they could recreate its benefits artificially. This quest has evolved from mere speculation to tangible research efforts, driven by advancements in molecular biology and pharmacology. The transition from concept to reality gained momentum with a series of successful animal trials. These preliminary experiments, conducted on rodents, demonstrated promising results, showing that the compounds identified by researchers could indeed mimic several key benefits of physical exercise. Rodents treated with the experimental compounds exhibited improved endurance, better glucose metabolism, and even an increase in muscle mass. These findings, detailed in the Journal of Experimental Biology and Medicine, provided a solid foundation for the potential of the exercise pill. Buoyed by the positive outcomes of animal studies, the research teams are now preparing for the next crucial phase: human trials. These trials aim to test the efficacy and safety of the exercise pill in human subjects, a necessary step before the pill can be considered for approval by regulatory authorities. Planning for these trials involves a meticulous design to ensure that the study can accurately measure the pill's effects and identify any possible risks associated with its use. Health implications. The development of an exercise-mimicking pill has profound implications for health, especially for individuals who are unable to participate in traditional forms of physical activity due to disabilities, chronic conditions, or the natural aging process. The promise of delivering the benefits of exercise through pharmacological means opens new avenues for improving public health and individual well-being across a broad spectrum of the population. For individuals with disabilities or chronic diseases, physical exercise can often be challenging or outright unfeasible. The physical barriers that prevent engagement in exercise can lead to secondary health issues, including cardiovascular disease, obesity, and decreased mental health. The exercise pill aims to circumvent these barriers by providing an alternative method to achieve some of the health benefits associated with physical activity. Research published in the American Journal of Preventive Medicine highlights the potential for such a pill to mitigate the risks of chronic diseases by improving metabolic health markers similar to those achieved through exercise. Aging is another factor that can limit physical activity. As the body ages, muscle strength and cardiovascular fitness naturally decline, making regular exercise more difficult and less effective. The exercise pill could potentially counteract these effects of aging, promoting muscle maintenance and cardiovascular health in the elderly. A study featured in Gerontology and Geriatric Medicine found that compounds mimicking exercise could significantly impact muscle and metabolic health in older adults, suggesting a promising approach to enhancing the quality of life and extending health span. Weight management is another critical area where the exercise pill could have significant implications. Obesity and overweight are prevalent issues globally, contributing to numerous health problems such as diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. Traditional weight loss methods involve diet and exercise, but for many, these methods can be challenging to maintain. The exercise pill could offer a novel approach to weight management by simulating the metabolic and fat-burning effects of exercise. This pharmacological intervention, as detailed in a study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, could be a valuable tool in the fight against obesity, especially when used in conjunction with dietary changes and lifestyle modifications. Mental health benefits are another important aspect of physical exercise that the pill aims to replicate. Regular physical activity is well documented to have positive effects on mental health, reducing symptoms of depression and anxiety while enhancing overall mood. The biochemical mechanisms through which exercise benefits mental health, such as the release of endorphins and other neurochemicals, provide a target for the exercise pill. Research in the Journal of Psychiatric Research indicates that certain compounds can mimic these neurochemical changes, suggesting that the pill could also support mental health in a manner similar to traditional exercise. Ethical and societal considerations. The advent of an exercise-mimicking pill brings to the forefront a range of ethical and societal considerations. At the heart of these discussions is the notion of offering a shortcut to the benefits of physical fitness, which raises questions about the impact on society's perception of health and effort. Moreover, concerns about accessibility and inequality emerge, as the availability of such a pill could potentially exacerbate existing health disparities. The ethical debate centers on the concept of achieving fitness outcomes without the associated physical effort. Critics argue that this undermines the intrinsic value of exercise, which is not solely about health benefits, but also includes the discipline, perseverance, and mental resilience developed through regular physical activity. The concern is that reliance on pharmacological solutions could diminish these virtues, leading to a societal shift in values regarding health and well-being. An article in the Journal of Medical Ethics explores these themes, suggesting that the widespread use of an exercise pill could challenge our collective understanding of personal responsibility for health. Accessibility and inequality are significant concerns. If the exercise pill becomes a reality, its distribution and affordability will play crucial roles in determining its societal impact. There is a risk that the pill could become another resource accessible primarily to the affluent, further widening the health gap between socioeconomic classes. This scenario is explored in a study published in Health Affairs, which examines the potential for novel health interventions to exacerbate health inequities if not carefully managed and distributed. The future of fitness. The introduction of an exercise pill could herald a new era in the realm of personal fitness, professional sports, and public health strategies. For individual fitness enthusiasts, the pill could offer an alternative or supplement to traditional exercise routines, potentially making fitness goals more attainable for those with busy schedules or limited physical ability. In professional sports, however, the use of such a pill raises ethical questions about performance enhancement and fairness, prompting discussions about its regulation and the definition of natural athletic ability. From a public health perspective, the exercise pill could be a game changer in combating lifestyle-related diseases such as obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. By providing an alternative means to achieve some of the benefits of physical activity, public health initiatives could incorporate the pill into broader strategies aimed at improving population health outcomes. Ongoing research into the pill's efficacy, safety, and long-term effects is critical to understanding its potential role in these strategies. Articles in public health reports discuss the implications of such innovations on public health policies and the importance of evidence-based implementation. Anticipated release timelines for the exercise pill are cautiously optimistic, with scientists emphasizing the importance of thorough testing and regulatory approval processes. As research progresses, the potential for this pill to become a part of our future exercise regimes becomes more tangible. What this means for the future of exercise is a complex question, encompassing not only the biological and health impacts, but also the ethical, societal, and cultural shifts that may accompany its widespread adoption. Today, we explored the exciting frontier of an exercise mimicking pill, from the science that makes it possible to the debates it sparks. This innovation could redefine health and fitness as we know them, offering new hope for those unable to exercise traditionally. And as we look forward to this pill's arrival on the market, remember, the future of fitness might be just one swallow away. Thanks for watching.